What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of More Garage. Today, once again, is another Z day. We got another box to unpackage here and slap on the car. And I know I planned on the next video technically being the trim, the new trim that goes along right here. But as I told you in a previous episode, I can't find where I put the screws that actually hold this piece on the T-top. So I went ahead and ordered a new set of those. So those should hopefully be here pretty quick. But today, let's get to unboxing this package here and slap these parts on. That will definitely increase the visual appeal of the 300ZX, if that's even possible. But you'll see what I mean here in a second. So as you guys can see, it is a Kuruma, the window trim right here and back here along this. And one thing that's funny here is it says warning, cancer and reproductive harm. Nothing like, here you go. Nothing about, you know, could cause, it just says that is what this is made of. This whole kit is made of cancer and reproductive harm. So removal and install of this is actually very easy, and I'm going to show you guys really quick on the driver's side as an example of how easy it is. All you really need is just some kind of like clip remover or trim popper tool like this, and everything is super simple. It takes honestly maybe 3 minutes to do the entire car. So let's go ahead, use this, pop it off so you guys can see, and make this car look even better. Alright, so obviously what you want to start with is the windows down. It makes it a lot easier. And you take your trim popper tool, or if you do want to use a screwdriver, just wrap it up in some like electrical tape, make it soft. I'm trying to do this one-handed, but you put this right back here, and there's a little clip, then a little tab you see once I get this out. And you see it right there? It's literally right between the fork here. And as soon as that's released, then you just gently pull up on this, and this one was already previously bent, but just slowly pull up on it. Latch the door here, so I'm doing this one-handed, and the whole thing will just start working its way up. And if it's stuck, obviously it happened on the passenger side, but this side the wrap is actually holding it down. So just need to get it started here real quick. So yeah, once it's started here, you can just pull it, and the whole thing just starts coming up. And as you go along here, you know, just be careful. If you are going to reuse these, just you know, be very gentle. If not, I'm being a little bit too gentle with this actually. Let me get on the other side here where I can pull it against me. And yeah, it just comes right out. And then just pull it out gently over here by where your side mirror is. And there we go. And these ones are old and garbage and have holes in them, and they're ripped, so they go right into the garbage can. And so for the back piece right here, this one is kind of the same way. Just kind of want to get underneath it back here. And once you have it, just pull up. And off it comes, just like that. And we're gonna clean underneath these. This one, meat trash can. Trash can, meat, trash. Okay. It's a good thing we've got a microfiber towel right over here. Hooray. And use one of our many cleaning supplies. It's a little better. So one thing I definitely want to point out is that, especially with the wrap, this wrap in particular, if you guys watched the videos and stuff when this car was wrapped, it's very sticky. And so what would happen is like this pulled down right here and right here and right here and right here. and it literally held on to that trim, so that made it a little bit more difficult. But now let's go ahead, open up this bad girl right here, and start putting on some fresh new cancer and reproductive harm. So we're going to go ahead and start with the rear one, and the way you can tell which side is which is because of this little plastic end cap and this notch. So obviously the notch goes right around this trim right here. So let's open back up the door and gently and lovingly set this one back in place. Should probably pop the hatch too, but we'll live. Hang on one second. Yeah, I do need to pop the hatch. 1 second. So once it's set in place, just push it back down. Make sure it's lined up here. Seems good. And that one's done. That looks so much better. Now, to move on to the driver one, let's find out which one is which. And I would go with, not this one, this one right here. Because where the hole is right there to receive the tab, and it seems proper. So, just like during the removal, we're going to go ahead and kind of gently wedge it underneath where the side mirror goes. And once you get it where you think it's right, then line it up along the metal. And then just start slowly hooking it onto the metal, if I can find it. There we go. Working all the way over. So once you get it pushed down where you think it's good, make sure the tab and the little hole are lined up right here. And you just push it into place, make sure it's all down. It looks pretty sealed. Then always kind of come in here, because one of the problems is where the bolt is on this, it raises up and down, will get caught right here. And that's why a lot of places here are damaged or torn, like mine was at a hole, and on the passenger side there was a cut because of that. So let's go ahead and see if it binds up anywhere. Alright, so it went up fine. And it goes down. Yep, it got caught. See how the window just stopped? And when I push it, yeah, it's completely binding. So it's kind of facing the same issue that the stock ones have. That gets bound right there. So that means that this is either on improperly. Yeah, it feels like it kind of raised up when I pushed the window up button, it pulled the trim up a little bit. Okay, that seemed to push it back down. So let me try this. Maybe it needs to be worn in or warmed up a couple times, broken in. All right, let's try now. Nope, still pulls that part down here. All right, so we'll work on this here in a little bit. It might have also just been because I was pushing right here and it's curved in. You see that? I think I honestly just need to have it sit out in the sun, warm this up, have it really conform to how it is on the car, and have it loosened up here. Pretty sure that'll help quite a bit. But I mean, this is on. There's one part right here that's up. There it is. So let's go ahead now and slap on the passenger side, which is pretty much the same thing of what just happened on the driver's side. But that does look amazingly better. You guys have to admit. That's how it should look. Oh yeah. All right, passenger side is on, and that looks so much better too, man. Just the small details make it so much better. It looks so much more clean. No more tears in it. No more of the chrome showing. All right, but this side actually went on a lot easier. So let's go ahead, roll up this window, see what happens. Oh yeah, this one isn't automatic. All right, went up all right. Obviously, it's a little low on power. I've had this sitting here for a while. Probably battery's going a little low, but we got trickle charger. That's all right. Now down. Oh, that was a big catch. And this is the problem and why it tears. This is fully down. It hit the latch already and it's in place. I wonder if I just kind of pull this away here and let it sit like that, if that'll help stretch that and heat it up a little bit, and it'll take to that, because maybe that's what I'll do. All right, but still that looks so much better. So I'm actually gonna come over to the driver's side here and do the same thing, bring it up and have it sit on that little bolt which keeps it on the track. And see if that helps stretch it out around that, because I think that's actually a great idea. Yeah, shoot, man. It's so hard to not love this car. Look at it. Dude. Sometimes I do like to sit here in my little welding corner and just look at this car. Like I'm doing right now. That is a lot. I can see here on the driver's side that the trim can come down just a little bit more, so I do need to, maybe that's what's causing it on that side. I can see it bowing right here. Right here. It's coming up just a little bit, so I need to push that down again. But you know, it's funny, I've owned this car for almost, it's coming up on 3 years here in the beginning of the year, and you're still just like, that's the car. Yeah. And for the OGs that have been around the channel since the Mazda Speed 3 content, you know that as great as this car is, it's still not my my number one. And I actually have the opportunity to buy my number one, and I did buy it. And the car is actually arriving here tomorrow. And if you don't know what it is, it'll be a surprise for you. If you do know what it is, keep it quiet so people will have a little surprise to look forward to in these times. But this has been my number one before I owned the Z. The Z was always number 2 on my list. And it's crazy now because I've owned this car for almost 3 years, and I honestly did not know that the Nissan 300ZX twin turbo was this good until I owned the car. I knew it was good, I knew it was fast, I knew it was nice, especially for a 90s car, really overbuilt and also really complicated, which it is. But this next car is also a 90s JDM car, and it's hard to imagine it actually being better than the Z, but I think it is, and that is really high praise for this car, because for me and what I've experienced with the Z is this is almost like the ultimate car. It's drop dead gorgeous. I haven't had any issues with it. It hasn't left me stranded. I've driven it on road trips. It's done everything I've asked of it with no problems at all. It's fast, really fast, and it's comfortable, air conditioning, great speakers. It sounds, for people who know me know that I don't particularly like the sound of V6. Before V6, this car does sound good, and yeah, it's there. This car is amazing. And no, I'm not selling it. So if you're thinking of throwing out an offer for it, it's not for sale. So there's a lot more Z content coming soon. Even though I have this next car, this one is still gonna be the car that gets most of the work, because the next car is just a filler while this one is down receiving huge power upgrades. And if you know, you know. If you don't, you gotta stick around and wait. That's what I'm gonna call this vlog today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something and that we're able to help you out with the trim. I will leave a link in the description below from Concept Z Performance on where to get this kit. It honestly, besides the driver's side, which I do believe is a little, the actual lip that is stuck on the door itself might be a little bent, and that's why it keeps on popping up or something. But super easy install minus that one spot. I would rate it like a 1 of 10. Super easy. And we will see you with a new car in the next one. Peace.